the Soul of Our Nation podcast, and today we are here with the CEO of the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board. She is Madam Lilian Kimeto, and she's going to be telling us about Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board. Probably you're wondering, what does it entail? What is it about? But before we get there, who is she? She is a passionate professional in media studies and development communication, and she has consistently championed for and focused on behavior change on social impact. With a strong academic foundation, including a master's degree in communication, she brings together theory and practice into her work, ensuring meaningful engagement and transformative communication strategies. Beyond her professional achievements, she is a dedicated mentor and coach who firmly believes in equipping young people with practical skills and guidance for life after school. Having worked as a high school teacher, she understands the unique challenges students face and is deeply committed to nurturing growth, purpose, and long-term success. So together, let us welcome the CEO. Hello and welcome, Madam.
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you very much for the things that you have spoken about me. As you have clearly stated, I do believe in the youth because they're our country, and I agree with you that the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board is a very strategic government communication agency. Through our mandate of legal notice 187 of 207, we produce the Kenya Yearbook, which is the country's almanac that speaks to the nation of the country, and we do it annually. And last year, December, we released the 2025 yearbook. We also document the progress of our nation through the yearbook and other publications, such as Agenda Kenya, Infobites, Facts and Figures, and we support ministries, departments, and agencies to produce their sector-specific publications. Currently, we are working with the sectors that are implementing the bottom-up economic transformation agenda by President William Ruto to do publications that speak to those 5 pillars of agriculture, micro and small enterprises, digital economy, affordable housing, universal health care, and ours is just to ensure that our citizens understand those pillars and how they plug in those pillars. The other thing that we do is to showcase the immense potential that exists in our country. As we all know, Kenya is a very, very unique global brand. If it's not for our running, if it's not for our Masai Mara, we also have the most innovative citizens, global citizens, and one of the things that define our nation is the M-Pesa innovation. We also, as a country, are known to have a very agile, creative, and brilliant population, and our young people have gone to many parts of the world to showcase what we are made of in terms of innovation. And so we tell the story of our country, we tell the story of our society together with our citizens. As an entity, we do this in collaboration with other partners and other stakeholders across government and in the private sector. And the sum total of that effort is demonstrating the achievements of a great nation and a great brand, Kenya. Thank you.
Wow, amazing. So you've heard what she said, and yes, that is all that is entailed by the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board. Probably you can help us understand what are some of the publications that are involved or produced by the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board.
Thank you very much. As I have already indicated, we have the yearbook itself, which is a recording of what has happened in our society in a particular year. We research. It's a one-stop shop of information. We research what has been written in the other publications like the Economic Survey, the MTEF reports, sector reports from different entities and sectors across government. And when you start the chapter to the end, when you go through it, it's a walkthrough of Kenya, the land of Kenya, the people of Kenya, every sector, the blue economy, our security, everything about our country. That yearbook is a one-stop shop of information, and it's a reference point, and it's good material for research. We also publish a newspaper which we call Agenda Kenya. Through Agenda Kenya, we provide context and nuance of the things that the government of Kenya is doing to meet the Mwananchi KPI. When the president talks about affordable housing, we take time through the Agenda Kenya to give the different angles and the different contexts, so that by the time somebody is getting through that paper, they have a 360 understanding of the entire pillar of Agenda Kenya. We have InfoBytes, where we use it as a tool for frequently asked questions. Sometimes they're difficult topics that the ordinary person might not understand, so we provide that information in small, edible bits of information so that somebody can consume and understand. We have we also publish facts and figures, which is facts and figures of the different sectors of our economy, and students and any other person who wants to have a quick glance of facts and figures about the different sectors of Kenya can look through. We currently we are working on a publication called Food Security, and we're just amplifying the pillar on food security. There are so many players who contribute into food security, whether it's government entities, manufacturers of agricultural products and ICT solutions. So we do sector publications. The other item that we do is we provide campaigns, and one of the things that we're doing this year is this campaign that we call the 365 of 365. A year, this year is 365 days. So for 365 days, every day, 24/7, we will be engaging with our Kenyan citizens and talking about the issues that are specific to us as Kenyans. Where can one get services? How can we empower our lives? If we're young people and want business intelligence, we provide them through this campaign, which we also reference these other publications that I have talked about.
Well, as you've heard, we have a lot of information that is found at the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board and all the productions that they have. So it is up to you to take action. Go research, learn, because like she has said, a lot of the government projects are entailed in these productions. That means that if you need to understand what the government is doing, if you need to understand what is going on, then you need to go do your research. And probably to the young people who are always online, how do we get to access the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board productions or publications?
Thank you very much. We have our platforms. We have our website, www.kenyayearbook.go.ke, and a walkthrough of that platform. You will be able to get even the old publications, right from the first yearbook to the most current one. That's one platform. We also have our social media presence using platforms, the meta platforms like Facebook, Instagram, we have X, we have TikTok and other platforms. We also do have, for hard copies, as you all know, right now all government entities sell items or products through the eCitizen platform. So we have registered digitized some of our publications and registered them in the eCitizen, and you can visit and buy at a small fee and get to enjoy very well researched, very well produced materials. If it is a yearbook, if it is books on agriculture, books on health, books on affordable housing, and all the products that I've already mentioned. So we also have hard copies for individuals, for people who enjoy getting a hard copy.
Well, it has been amazing to be here with our Madam CEO from the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board. But probably to someone who's young out there right now, they're all on social media, but like we've heard, the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board is focused on written or information that is in books. Probably our Madam CEO can tell us or advise someone out there who feels like they don't enjoy reading, or probably they don't want to read, but reading is very, very important. Someone said that if you want to hide a secret, go hide it in a book. So probably we can get to hear it from her, and as an advice to the young person that is watching this podcast today.
I would want to encourage the young people that if you want to empower yourself, grow your mind, build yourself as a person, reading is the most enjoyable thing to do. And reading has been made possible now with technology. You can read a book on video, rendered on video. You can listen to an audiobook. And I would say books are oceans of information. When you pick a book, you will read somebody's story. How did they start? Someone like the president, how did he start that journey? And you will draw inspiration. We draw inspiration from other people, their achievements, their challenges, how they faced failure and rose again. And so it's very important for us to take, and reading it's a skill, it's an eternal skill. Once you build your reading skills, it empowers you, it widens your worldview, because you get the perspectives of many, many writers. How have they shared their perspectives? And it will sharpen your own mindset, your own perspective, and you'll be able to understand many things. There are many young people who have great business ideas, and some of the books carry immense business intelligence. It will also link you to people whose support can help you start a business, understand even a very granular thing like how to write your CV, how to apply for a job, how to pitch for business. Those ideas are derived from what others have written. This world, human life is very, very collaborative. Look at the family. There'll always be a parent there, a child there, a sibling there, and that sum total is that collaboration that is called a family. And so the family of humanity is very, very collaborative. The person who writes it, the one who helps them to publish, it's the journey of knowledge sharing. And in the knowledge economy of today, sharing of knowledge is the way to go. And which other platform for sharing of knowledge other than books that have been written? So I encourage our young people to read, draw inspiration, get business intelligence, build their own knowledge.
Amazing. Thank you so much for staying tuned here at the Soul of Our Nation podcast. But now, before we leave, I want to give you a quick one. You can find the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board on all social media platforms. On the Instagram page, you can find the Kenya Yearbook at the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board. Facebook, they are the Kenya Yearbook. On X, it's the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board. That is how you're going to find them on social media. So go check them out, follow, like, subscribe, and actually read and get to understand what the government is doing, what the Kenya Yearbook Editorial Board is doing. Thank you so much for watching the Soul of Our Nation podcast. I have been your host, Eliza Kimani. Until next time, stay tuned, watch out for more episodes.